So for factoring, there's two types of factoring that we've talked about. One of them is called the greatest common factor. That's an eraser. Greatest common factor. And the other one is quadratic factoring. Sometimes it requires both of these methods to factor a problem. Let's take a look at this one. 7x squared plus 21x plus 14. So we should always check for a greatest common factor first, something that all three of our terms have in common. And what I mean by in common is they should be able to be divided by this. I notice that 7, 21, and 14 can all be divided by 7. So I am going to pull a 7 out. Again, 7 can be divided by 7, 21 can be divided by 7, and 14 can be divided by 7. Now that I've factored out a 7, I should write what remains. 7 divided by 7 leaves us with x squared. 21 divided by 7 leaves us with a 3. Our x is still there. And 14 divided by 7 leaves us with 2. I have successfully finished the greatest common factor. The way I know this is I check my terms inside the parentheses, and I realize they have nothing left in common. Next, we go to quadratic factoring. This is the one that most people struggle with. This is the one that we need the most practice with. In order to do this, our job is to think of two numbers. We need two numbers that are going to multiply to 2. That comes from this last number right here. And we have to have those same two numbers add to the middle number, which is 3 in this case. This example is not too bad, as there are only two numbers that really multiply to 2, and that is 1 times 2. 1 times 2 gives me 2. So I check off that it does indeed multiply to 2. Now I check, does 1 plus 2 give me 3? Well, yes, obviously it does. So it checks off the adds to 3 criteria. That being said, the two numbers that I found to fit my pattern are 1 and 2. Both of them are positive. So I factor it into having a plus 1 and a plus 2. Normally we have x's here, and in this case we will, but you should always check. The two numbers that go in these blanks always have to multiply to your first term in the parentheses. In this case, x times x makes x squared. So we say that our two blanks are x and x. At this point, I have finished factoring.